it's Marie, and I have an unboxing for you today, but not an unplugged unboxing. I I made a one-off purchase from BookBox AU, which I've seen advertised all over Instagram, and I was very intrigued by this box in particular because they curate the contents of their boxes based on the answers that you give in a questionnaire that they send you when you make a purchase. Uh, it's pretty in depth. The questionnaire. It has like all the stuff you would expect to be on a book box questionnaire, like preferred genres, um, favorite authors, like what age group you're in, trigger warnings, things that you don't want to see, authors that you don't want to receive books from. So yeah, it was quite an in-depth questionnaire. It also includes like what kind of items you like to receive in book boxes. So they uh, offer snacks or like bath items like soaps and candles and that sort of thing, or bookish items like bookmarks and book sleeves and things of that nature. Or you can get a combination box, which is what I got because this being a one-off box, I wanted to sample a little bit of everything that they have to offer. I also requested 2 books. When you make a purchase, you can choose a box with 1 book, 2 books, or 3. I chose 2 because I wanted to give them, a couple of chances to choose some books that I might like. And we've had some mixed results. But it's been a fun experience. So I will leave a link to their website in the description so you can check out what they have on offer as well as the questionnaire that they have. You can look at the questionnaire, but you don't have to fill it out or send it anywhere. You can just look at the questions. So I filmed the unboxing of the items as a separate clip because I've been really busy with work lately and I just had to do it that way. So I will insert the item unboxing now and then we'll come back later and talk about the books. And I recommend you do come back because I've got things to say. So I've switched the camera angle because there are some smaller items in the box and this is just going to be easier to show the details. So this is the box. As you can see, it's not too big. It comes wrapped in this like tissue paper and you just, tear it open. So first, every BookBox AU box comes with a little cardboard paper stock bookmark. I assume all the designs are different and they just get random ones put in the box. But this one's mine. It's quite nice. I like the colors. I like the silhouette. It's really pretty. Each box also gets a little notepad. It's not very long, but actually I'm quite happy to have this because when I'm working, I'm always looking for little pieces of paper to write little notes to myself for, to remember something like an hour later. And this is really good for that sort of thing. So I'll definitely use this. And finally, every box gets a review card where you can make notes about the books and stuff as you're reading, I suppose. I would have thought that you would get the same number of review cards as you got books, but I only got 1 review card with 2 books. All right, let's get into the items. As I said, I got a combination box, so I've got some bookish items, I've got some bath type items, and I've got some snacks. Let's start with the snacks. First was this like oat milk latte. It's refrigerated and it's dairy free, which is great because I am also dairy free. So I think it's just like a coffee drink with oat milk. Put it in the fridge, give it a shake, and then you drink it. So pretty nice. Hopefully, I haven't drunk anything like this before, but I'm not opposed to it, so I'll definitely give it a go. This one has been in the fridge, as you can see. Also got this little pack of Boodles, which I've never heard of before, but it looks like they're like little nut clusters covered in chocolate. This one also seems to have caramel. I assume you can get other flavors, but never heard of them, so keen to try these. Coconut and dark chocolate slice. These look pretty nice. They just look like little chocolatey, snacky things. I love dark chocolate, so quite keen to try these as well. I'm quite keen on all the snacks. And we've got some little chocolate chip cookies. Never seen this brand before either, but they seem pretty nice. Feels like there's a decent number of cookies in there as well, so that's always good. You never want to open a packet and find like 2 of something. This feels pretty full. Received this really nice bookmark. It's wooden. It's got a little painted, I think it's a bird. Yeah. And some flowers. Got some little beads on the end. This flower cut out. It's just really nice. Really nice. I love bookmarks. I collect bookmarks. So always glad to receive, well, any bookmark, but it's extra special when they're a bit nice. Got a couple of stickers, stack of books and some roses, and then just a stack of books. They're fine. I don't know if stickers come in every box or if they just put stickers in my box based on something that I answered in the questionnaire, but that's fine. Also got this little pin. It says, "A reader lives 1,000 lives." It's pretty cute. I don't use pins really. I'm the kind of person who wishes I was into pins, but I'm not. I don't have anything to pin them onto. I don't put them anywhere. They just end up in drawers. This little jar, which is super pretty, is a candle. As you can see, it smells like lemon, and I mean it's delicious. The scent is really strong, which I like. I like a stronger smelling candle. For me they always feel like a bit of a waste if you burn them and they don't really smell like anything. So I think this will be nice. It smells a bit like a lemon cheesecake. Last, this soap, Beach Road Naturals. It's lavender oil and chamomile extract. It's just a basic soap. Just a bar. Byron Bay. Looks pretty nice. Smell is quite nice too. Not too strong, which is good in a soap, I find. And then the 2 books. They come individually wrapped in these plastic bags. I don't know if these are recyclable. I'll have to see. So, those were the items. All in all, I will say, based on the items alone, this is a very strong box. I liked basically everything. I can also say I've now eaten all the snacks and they were delicious. Those Boodles, so good. I would definitely eat them again. The cookies, also great. We're now on to the books. As I said, I asked for 2 books in this box, and I will tell you that on the questionnaire, obviously it asks for preferred genres, and I asked for, well, I tried to make my answers broad but not too broad. I selected fantasy, science fiction, contemporary, and LGBTQIA+, as books that I might be interested in receiving or would be interested in receiving. And I will also say that at the start of the questionnaire it asks you what age group you fall into, and I selected adult 18 plus because I am an adult who is 18 plus. In fact, I'm in my mid-30s, so I'm well over 18. Um, I did not select like smutty novels because I'm very particular about those kinds of books. So I didn't want to receive any of those. And I also didn't select young adult, which is a category within the genre selection that you can choose. I didn't select young adult because I'm very particular about the young adult books that I read at this point. Um, I typically only read them if they're by authors I'm already well established with, or if there's something particular about them that catches my interest. So I didn't want to receive any young adult books, and I assumed, based on the fact that my age group was listed as 18 plus, and the fact that I didn't select young adult as a genre that I wanted, that I wouldn't receive young adult books. Um, Guess what I received? I received not one, but two young adult books. The first book I got was This Poison Heart by Callan Bayron. Um, it looks like a young adult book. I will say both of them look like young adult books. As soon as I unwrapped them, I knew what they were. They are both fantasies though, so there is that. I'll tell you what the blurb says. Breesis has a gift. She can grow an apple tree from seed in a heartbeat, and flowers bloom at her touch. And when she inherits an old house, she suddenly has the privacy to test her powers for the first time. But as Bree starts to magic the house's rambling grounds back to life, she finds she has also inherited generations of secrets. In a hidden garden overgrown with the most deadly poisonous plants on Earth, a dark legacy lies waiting for her, and Bree's long-departed ancestors won't let her rest until she finds it. So this book is also by the author who wrote Cinderella is Dead, which I haven't read, but I do recognize the cover and the title, so I must have seen them floating around at some point. In fact, I think I also just have seen this cover at some point, but I couldn't tell you where. Neither of these books are on Goodreads, which is fascinating to me. Like, I understand that not all authors want to be on Goodreads, but I mean, I would say 99.9% of authors are for convenience, if nothing else. So that was quite a shock, but oh well. So there's that one. And the second book was Blood Like Magic by Lizelle Sambury. This one specifically says ages 14 and up, so I'm well over 14. After years of waiting for her calling, a trial every witch must pass in order to come into their powers, the one thing Voya Thomas didn't expect was to fail. When Voya's ancestor gives her an unprecedented second chance to complete her calling, she agrees, and then is horrified when her task is to kill her first love. And this time, failure means every Thomas witch will be stripped of their magic. Voya is determined to save her family's magic no matter the cost. The problem is, Voya has never been in love, so for her to succeed, she'll first have to find the perfect guy, and fast. Fortunately, a genetic matchmaking program has just hit the market. Her plan is to join the program, fall in love, and complete the task before the deadline. What she doesn't count on is being paired with the infuriating Luke. How can she fall in love with a guy who seemingly wants nothing to do with her? With mounting pressure from her family, Voya is caught between her morality and her duty to her bloodline. If she wants to save their heritage and Luke, she'll have to find something her ancestor wants more than blood. And in witchcraft, blood is everything. So, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this book. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with either of these books. They both sound, on their own, interesting enough. They're both witchy books, which is interesting. They both seem to have generational magic involved as a theme. This one also has some kind of love story. I'm sure... Look, if I had decided to read these books on my own, like if I'd seen them on a shelf, at the library, whatever, they sounded interesting to me, and I had chosen to read them, that would have been one thing. My issue is that I guess I just didn't expect to receive young adult books. In fairness, I didn't say specifically, like I didn't type out, I do not want to receive young adult books. But I mean, I didn't think I needed to because I had listed my age as 18 plus and I didn't select young adult as a genre. So to receive 2 books that are young adult, I don't know. Like it bothers me. Like I feel like this isn't what I paid for. um, but you know, in fairness, it's a book box and they curate their boxes based on the answers that you provide. And I guess someone looked at my answers and thought, these are the ones she wants. Um, yeah. So I have feelings. I will say, I put I received a feedback survey from BookBox AU after I received the box, and normally I just sort of delete the surveys, like the feedback surveys, because I don't have that much to say. And that's for everything. Like if I order something and I get a feedback survey, I just delete it. But this time I went all out. Like I had a lot to say. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with reading young adult books as an adult, because obviously that's not true, but I would prefer it to be an option that I have to select or not select. So I suggested that they could incorporate in their survey like a little tick box that says, if you're an adult, are you happy to receive young adult books? Yes or no? And then at least you could choose. But, you know, whether that is incorporated, I mean, look, it probably won't be, but at least they have my response. So that's where we stand with BookBox AU. I will say I did rate the box highly overall. Like I gave it 4 out of 5 stars based on the quality of the items, which were fantastic. They're all Australian made, which was great. Also, shipping is free within Australia, so you know, if you're interested in the box, why wouldn't you? Um, I just the books let it down for me, which is a shame because the books are the point of the box, right? It's a book box. Um, so I don't know if I would order again. I think if I did, I would specifically say I do not want young adult books. And then I would see what I got. In fact, maybe I'm almost tempted to order another one-off box and say that I don't want young adult books and then see what I get then. Maybe I'll do that in a couple of months. We'll see. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that experiment. um, so, yeah. Let me know if you've ordered from BookBox AU before, how you rated your experience. I would be very interested to hear how well they did with your books based on your questionnaire responses. Like, how well do you think they matched you to a book? This was the BookBox AU unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye.